Well, hi, my name is Chaz Schaefer. I am from Occupy Pittsburgh. We're attending the Occupy Midwest Conference here in Detroit, and solidarity with Detroit, Occupy Detroit.
That's awesome. The first question I generally ask a new activist who's been interviewed with me for the first time is, what was the moment in your life that changed you and made you decide to become an activist, if there is one? I've encountered a lot of people who were raised to be activists, I mean, by activist parents, but if not, was there a moment in your life that kind of stuck out that made you go from being someone just sitting around watching TV to being somebody who wanted to change the world?
I've spent my entire life studying philosophy and politics, and it all started when I was very young, about 3 years old, when I realized I was saying the Pledge of Allegiance wrong. I was forced to say it every day for about 3 years, and then when I found out that it wasn't for Witchistan, and that wasn't a word, that was about the same time I figured that I was going to protest that, and I did. And it was not taken well by my second grade teacher. You're supposed to say the pledge, and we got beyond all of that by me standing there with mouthing the words. So I didn't have to say it, but I still had to go through the motion. At any rate, I have my own children now, and they are having the same problem, and I am now an activist.
Well, that's excellent. Now, first of all, let's talk about Occupy Pittsburgh. What's it like in Occupy Pittsburgh?
Occupy Pittsburgh is almost disbanded. It's almost autonomous individuals working without organization. That said, there are some people working very hard in Occupy Pittsburgh. There's about 10 to 12 of them. And we're trying to do outreach to unions and community organizations. We're trying to get the word out that we're here, we have resources, we're willing to help.
Now, I guess as you said, it's kind of dying down. That's kind of an unfortunate common thread, particularly in the northern occupies where the weather got bad. And I've kind of noticed that when camps die, the movement kind of slows down at that point. But you guys still have a lot of people that are hardworking, and I think that's great. Now, where do you see, do you think the Occupy movement would be better off moving back to that camp kind of situation in order to garner support? Or do you feel that these kinds of autonomous activist things that you guys are doing are a more efficient use of activist energy?
I think it's more efficient when people work together to solve common goals, and the autonomy. People are free to do whatever they want. That said, where Occupy is now, I don't think we're heading back to phase one with camping. I don't think that the campsites and the camping was invaluable. It provided a place for people to go. There are encampments still in Wilmington, Delaware. There's encampments all over the country that are going and happening. And those are the ones I've been going to because we don't have an encampment in Pittsburgh. But really where we are now, we're in phase two. We're into the creative demonstrations, not necessarily protests. What this has to turn into is us going into communities and becoming involved with people that have been involved with this for decades.
Give me a moment, like a moment that changed your life, changed who you are, that happened to you while involved with Occupy Pittsburgh.
It was around January 17th this year, 2012, when Occupy Congress walked through D.C. and I should have been there. And that's when I knew that from then on I was going to be involved in everything I could with Occupy. I quit one of my 2 jobs and made it possible to have a lot of free time. I just cut my budget in half.
Okay. Now, I guess if there was one thing you could say to 300,000 people listening to this broadcast, what would it be?
Go Occupy.
Excellent. Thank you.